Let's talk about the press conference heard around the world. This is probably one of the best press conferences I've ever sat through in my entire life. Period. Point and the blank. This wasn't a press conference. This was a fucking movie. It was cinema. Yes, it was. If you like The Young and the Restless, The Bold and the Beautiful, General Hospital, if you're into telenovelas, if you like all of that drama coming from your mama, this is where you needed to be on February 8th, 2024. So when someone says, where were you on February 8th, 2024, when this big ass press conference took place? I can tell you where I was. I was right in my motherfucking big ass king size bed, giggling my ass off. You hear me? It was so much happening in this press conference. I'm just going to try to go through some things that I feel like could have been left off, unfortunately, but I get it. Gotta build up to the crescendo. So, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments if I miss anything. Bianca Belair came out with her pretty self and she promoted her show, which I will be talking about. She talked about her going into the Elimination Chamber, and it's going to be fantastic. Rhea Ripley came out as bone dry as she could possibly be. You all simped and drooled over her. She said after she gets through running through Nia Jax, she doesn't know who's going to win. Becky Lynch came out looking like, what you call it, Aerosmith, the head of Aerosmith in her pants. And she let Rhea Ripley know that she was going to whoop her ass after she won the Elimination Chamber. Then we had Seth was on stage. Seth came out and did his thing. I personally like Seth's outfit. I liked his outfit. I like the shoes. But then I'm like super corny like that. His stylist is, we'll have to talk about his stylist. His stylist for Becky, Charlotte, and him, I think it's King Tory. He's been putting his foot in it, and I think Seth, I will commend Seth for just playing along and very secure in his manhood, because the way Roman Reigns has been dragging this man around by his fucking bun is absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, he comes out, he's like, yo, I'm here, whoop de whoop de whoop, bring out Cody. Cody didn't come out. Roman Reigns came out. First thing Roman Reigns did was told him to shut up because you got your wife's shoes on, after Seth said, oh guys, look, he came to work today. Everybody's like, oh. Then he was like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to fight who the fuck I want to fight, and that's how we going to do it. Seth was like, that's not how this shit works. The person that won the Royal Rumble gets to pick who they want to fight. He was like, yeah, whatever. You know, he's fanning off Seth like, shut the fuck up. So then The Rock comes out, booed. The Rock comes out looking like somebody motherfucking muscle-bound ass uncle. He comes out, he basically told everybody to shut the fuck up. This is my family. And he pulled out a PowerPoint presentation to prove how this family tree ain't nothing to play with. And he is bound by blood to make sure that this match gotta happen, specifically at WrestleMania. I'm laughing because this is the funniest shit. That this match gotta happen. They gotta clear the air. Motherfuckers gotta know who's the head of the table, who's the tribal chief. Everybody gotta figure this shit out, and they gotta figure it out because they are bound by blood. Okay? So Cody, while they going on, and The Rock is like, so shut the fuck up, and this is what you gonna do. Cody comes out and basically says, this some bullshit. Like, what the fuck is y'all talking about? I won the goddamn Royal Rumble, not once but twice, and I get to choose who I want to wrestle, and I want to wrestle you, Roman Reigns. Roman and his facial expressions are absolutely excellent. He shook, scratched his chin like, this motherfucker here, like he just ain't gonna leave me the fuck alone. So The Rock is standing off to the side. Roman steps to Cody like, listen, I done told you, don't nobody give a fuck about your story. No one gives a fuck about you. I want to tell my story with this man over here. It's going to be the biggest match in WrestleMania. You keep coming out here with your fucking suits and your fat tongue telling me what you want to do. I don't want to do nothing with you. He said, you're irrelevant. Go over there to second two. This is the second time where motherfucking Roman Reigns is literally throwing darts and bullets at Seth. Seth is taking a lot of damage. And he is telling Cody to go over there, Deal with that motherfucker over there. Go to the losers bracket. You a loser. Go hang out with that green dude in the velvet suit. Fuck around with him because you ain't coming over here doing this with me. You already had your shot. You irrelevant just like your daddy. Cody was just about to say, he said, he paused. He was like, this motherfucker. He said, so you going to talk about my father again? You going to talk about my father again? All right, check it out. He was like, first of all, if we gonna talk about fathers, let's just talk about your people for a minute. You got your father and his granddaddy, right? We always gotta hear about your father Alpha and Sika and the Wild Samoans and his father, the High Chief Peter Rockavilla, whatever. And if they was here and they saw how you two motherfuckers was acting, they would be ashamed of you. It got quiet. He was like, Roman, first of all, Roman looked floored. This part had me giggling because Roman looked absolutely taken aback that this man said that his ancestors would be ashamed of him. Like, his mouth was open. He was like, while Cody was talking, Roman was taking off his jacket. Like, I'm finna whoop his ass. He made that comment. Roman just was completely flummoxed. Like, I can't believe this. Rock moves into the camera. He puts the mic up and he said, first of all, you're talking about his family, you talk about my family. When you talk about his blood, you talk about my blood. When you talk about his ancestors, you talk about my motherfucking ancestors. And Cody was standing there. Cody got into position because the Rock is 6'5", right? The Roman 6. These are some big motherfuckers. So Cody's standing there like, yeah, I did. All of a sudden, slap Cody in his goddamn mouth. Everybody was like, oh, yo, I screamed like, oh, I couldn't believe that he slapped the fuck out of Cody like that. Cody couldn't believe it either. So he comes running. At the time they was talking, and Triple H, Nick Aldis, and I keep forgetting his name. So I know his Twitter handle is whatever, the GM of Raw. He comes out. Everybody's standing out there, and everybody's like, what the fuck is about to go on? Mind you, Seth has been on the stage the whole time. So after Cody got smacked, Seth rushes. Everybody's rushing the stage. Everybody got to break him up. Cody is mad. Like, you can't be slapping me, motherfucker. I'm a grown-ass man. The Rock was like, I'll slap the shit out you again, motherfucker. Like, you ain't talking to me about my goddamn family and think I ain't going to smack you. Now, this is The Rock. Roman pushes Seth, and Roman's like, you better back the fuck up because you number 2, I'm number 1, and I already told you I'm put this big ass boot in your ass if you keep fucking around. So Cody gets pulled off the stage or whatever, and Seth is still talking shit. So Seth is like, yo, you can't be coming here and doing that shit. Matter of fact, listen to Seth, because I think a lot of people missed that Seth was telling The Rock off.
That's what we do. No, you don't. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We can do whatever we want. Open your mouth about our family again.
Yo, that shit had us in a tizzy. I don't give a fuck with anybody that watched that fucking conference was like, what the fuck is going on here? The Rock is The Rock, he's Samoan, and yes, he is black. That black came out when it was time to cuss motherfuckers out, okay? Seth walked up to Roman Reigns, and he was like, I will beat your ass again any day of the week. You just let me know, because I'm tired of this shit. He told The Rock, you can't just be showing up doing what you want. The Rock was like, yes, the fuck I can. And I did. This is how we're doing it. Triple H is like, okay, guys, like, calm down. Ain't nobody paying attention to them. These big dudes is walking around the stage. It was hilarious. And I loved every fucking minute of it. The best zinger I would have to say is when Cody told Roman Reigns and The Rock that they've been. He said, "You want to be the head of the table, and you ain't been cooking no fucking meals at the table for 2 months." I said, "I know that's right, Cody. Cook." Cody finally cooked. Normally he be in the ring running his little trap or whatever. It's like, yeah. Cody was cooking, like he was doing it. I loved it. I had a good time watching it. Backstage, The Rock, Triple H was being diplomatic, and he was like, "Yeah, well, you know, everything was high or whatever." He kind of turned around because they was coming. They was still The Rock and Roman Reigns still talking shit, and The Rock was like, "Let me tell you something. You need to go ahead and handle that, because if he's going to talk about my people, I'm gonna jump on that motherfucker every chance I get." And Triple H was like, "Now you know you unprofessional and you way out of line." He said, "I'm unprofessional, out of line. He talking about my people. You better fix it." The Rock pointed his hand at Triple H and said, "You better fix it." And The Rock's looking at him. He said, "You better fix it. I'm gonna slap Cody's fucking teeth out his mouth." So the commentator was like, "Oh," like, and everybody was like, "What he say?" Because it got bleeped out. And there's a part where Roman was like, "You better hope that you hear." And then Triple H said to Roman, "Well, you better hope that you hear. Like, you be glad you hear." So Triple H is sitting there looking like, what the fuck is going on? That shit was exa-fucking-lit. I don't give a shit what nobody got to say. This right here is what I'm talking about. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So after that, the graphic changed. Triple H went online and said Cody is going to wrestle Roman Reigns at the fucking WrestleMania. I'm done with it. He looked stressed the fuck out. He said, "I'm done with it. I don't want to hear shit else about it." He said it about 4 times. He said it on fucking SmackDown yesterday. Cody is wrestling Roman Reigns. Those who think that they run the show don't run shit. Okay? So, with that being said, y'all got your match. As The Rock called y'all, Cody crybabies. Y'all got your match. I'm over here rooting for Jay. Like, I'm still all about Jay. I feel like he should have been the one to end the story, but whatever. So, that was a way, whether you want to call it a pivot, whether you want to call it a swerve or whatever, I don't give a fuck. That was the way to do it. I loved it. You understand? You tell me what you think about this segment in the comments. If I missed anything that was poignant in the comments, let me know. And we continue on. And where can I pause this? Oh, and don't forget, you can listen to me on all platforms. The link, I'm going to have a link tree up there, so click it and follow. All right, later.